Good morning, folks. I am Becky with Enduring Finances. Welcome to my channel. Today we are taking a look at the breakdown of all the individual dividends that I earned for the month of March that make up my entire stock portfolio dividend return. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the overall breakdown of the portfolio, how much I gained or lost in market value, the strategy of how I reinvested my dividends, the individual dividends, and then wrap it up with my favorite part, which are the goals and the statistics of how my portfolio is doing based on my investing strategy. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So most of you are aware that the market is incredibly volatile right now and is at a massive loss across the board. Politics and a lot of different things have impacted that, and we have been impacted the same regard. We saw a loss of $1,647.19, about 3.95% loss in market value. Portfolio is now valued at $40,050.85. And be advised, this is the end of March. I know it's April when this video is dropping, so this was a few weeks ago when we hit this $40,000. But based off of that, for the entire year, we are still up $109.35, but we still have a long way to go to get back to that 41,000 and a half, lots of impact there. Let's move right into my strategy and see how everything impacted that. So we ended last month, February, with the breakdown here with the different sectors, value, the actual percentage based on my portfolio and what my target goal is. And these are percentage breakdowns, and the numbers fluctuate by day, almost by minute, as the market changes. We really saw that health care was down and real estate was down. And so I really wanted to focus on those. And so I purchased one share of healthcare, ticker symbol J&J. We bought it for $164.37. And because it is such a pricey stock, we only purchased one share, and it took almost the entire month to get to that point to have enough money to purchase it at this price. But we went ahead and did that. And now we can see our current breakdown here. Real estate is still down, a little bit up from last month, which is surprising. But bonds and ETFs are down drastically. So those two are going to be our focus for the month of April, investing in real estate sector, and then bonds and ETFs, trying to bring those back up. Overall, tech is doing phenomenal. Consumer staples are up, which is classic for when the market is volatile. Those are your rock solid stocks to invest in. Utilities came up a little bit there, but I mean, everything is relative here. Lots of work to do rebalancing this in the future, but we can see that the total dividend yield did increase a little bit with the investment, 13.17 to 13.22, but more on that later. Let's go ahead and jump into the overall dividend overview of how much money I earned in dividend income for the month of March and for the first quarter of 2025. Like we know, we have 3-month cycles typically. My second month in the middle is typically the lowest month, so we have a higher month, lower, and then higher. We follow right along suit, and we will continue doing that track until I can figure out how to bring February and that middle month up a little bit. But we ended up bringing $114.97 in dividend income for the month of March, bringing the total dividend income for 2025 to $314.65. So we are doing pretty good there. If we look at the quarterly tracker, we are right on the money there. 317.69. Is it the highest quarter we've had? No. But we are still following this trend of getting up and up and up and increasing that. And I'm excited to see that follow through in 2025 for the remainder of the quarters. Let's go ahead and jump into the individual dividends that I earned, what they were, and how much they came in for. Alright, dividend number 1 coming on the 3rd of March, ticker symbol ENB. We earned $2.22, and yes, this is a Canadian company, so we are seeing a 15% tax taken out courtesy of my brokerage account, so the dividend is a little bit lower than what it initially thought would be. We have 4 shares of the stock. Average purchase price is $32.87, and we're up about $45 in this position for gaining about 34% in market value. Dividend number 2 coming in again on the 3rd of March, ticker symbol V, which is Visa Incorporated. We earned $1.77 from the 3 shares that I own, and we're up $441 in this position for a gain of 72%. And this is a bigger stock in my portfolio, coming in at 2.62% of overall total portfolio value. And we know, based off of the annual breakdown that I did in January, that we're looking at about 1% is the average. So anything below that is below average. Anything above that is doing really well. So Visa, ticker symbol V, is high in my portfolio as far as 2.62%. Dividend number 3, coming in on the 4th of March, ticker symbol J&J, a stock we also invested in this month. So the stock dividend, the dividend that we received this month, is not going to reflect the new stock that we purchased. We earned $1.24 from the 2 shares that I now own with that. Average purchase price $156.64, and we are up about 5.88% in this position. Dividend number 4 coming in on the 5th of March, ticker symbol VNDX, which is the Vanguard Total International Bond ETF. We earned 29 cents from the 3 shares that I own, and we are down just shy of $7 in this position. Dividend number 5 coming in on the 5th of March, ticker symbol PSX, which is Phillips 66. We earned $3.45 from the 3 shares that I own, and we are up over $182 in this position. The average purchase price was $62.70 a share, so we are doing pretty dang good there. Yep, the average purchase price was $62.70 a share, and now the price of each stock is $123.48, so we are doing phenomenal. Dividend number 6 coming in on the 6th of March, ticker symbol CMI, which is Cummins Incorporated. We earned $1.82 from the 1 share that I own, and we purchased this stock for $213.51. The price of that stock at the end of March was $313.38, meaning that we are up almost $100 in this position, just shy of 47% increase in market value. Dividend number 7 coming in on the 6th of March, ticker symbol SO, one of my favorite companies. We earned $10.80 from the 15 shares that I own, and we are up again over 51% in this position for a gain of $468 total. Dividend number 8 coming in on the 7th of March, ticker symbol AMGN. We earned $2.38 from the 1 share that I own, and we are up $66 in this position. And this company went ahead and increased their dividend from $2.25 a share to $2.38 a share, so a big jump there. Dividend number 9 coming in on the 7th of March is ticker symbol PFE, which is Pfizer. We earned $2.15 from the 5 shares that I own, and this company is down about $41 in loss. We purchased the shares for $33.53 on average, and right now, at the end of March, they are valued at $25.34. However, this company did go ahead and increase their dividend 1 cent from 42 cents a share to 43 cents a share, so a slight increase there. Dividend number 10 coming in on the 10th of March is ticker symbol CVX. We earned $1.71 from the 1 share that I own. This company is up quite a bit at 85% in market value increase, about $77 in overall total value increase. And this company went ahead and increased their dividend again from $1.63 a share to $1.71 a share. So an 8-cent increase there, not too shabby. Dividend number 11 coming on the 13th of March, ticker symbol CNP, which is Centerpoint Energy Group. We earned $6.38 from 29 shares that I own, and we are up exactly $435 in this position. And this company increased their dividend from 21 cents a share to 22 cents a share, so big jump there. Dividend number 12 coming in again on the 13th of March is ticker symbol MSFT, which is Microsoft. We earned 83 cents for the 1 share that I own, and we were up $148 in this position, just over 65% in market value increase. Dividend number 13 coming in on the 14th of March is ticker symbol FLO, Flowers Foods. We earned $1.20 from the 5 shares that I own, and this company is down about 22% in market value, so not a super big loss there. Dividend number 14 coming in again on the 14th of March is ticker symbol KEY. We earned $3.08 from the 15 shares that I own, and we are about $55 in this position, so just shy of 30% increase in market value. Dividend number 15 coming in again on the 14th of March, ticker symbol O, which is Realty Income Corporation. We earned $2.95 from the 11 shares that I own, and we are down just shy of 5% in market value loss here. We purchased these shares, average price $61.06 a pop, and they are valued at $58.02. And this company went ahead and increased their dividend. They've been doing very, very micro increases a lot lately. But we jumped up from 26 and 4/10 cents to 26 and 8 cents. You can read it. I can't say it. You understand what I'm trying to say here. But they bumped up their dividend slightly again. Dividend number 16 coming on the 17th of March, ticker symbol DUK, which is Duke Energy. We earned $2.09 from the 2 shares that I own, and this company is up about 40% in this position. Not too shabby there. Dividend number 17 coming on the 17th of March is ticker symbol LYB. We earned $1.34 from the 1 share that I own, and we were up exactly 2.01% in market value increase. We purchased the share at $69.01, and it was valued at $70.40. Dividend number 18 coming in again on the 17th of March, ticker symbol NEE. We earned $3.97 from the 7 shares that I own. We are down about 5.5% in this position, but it did go ahead and increase their dividend from 51.5 cents to 56 and 65 cents, something. So, about 5.5 cent increase there. So I will take it. Moving on, dividend number 19 coming in for the last dividend on the 17th of March is ticker symbol STAG. We earned 99 cents from the 8 shares that we own, and we are staying pretty even, about a $5 loss at market value there. Dividend number 20 coming on the 18th of March, ticker symbol UNH, which is United Healthcare Group. We earned $6.30 from the 3 shares that I own, and we are up almost $600 in this position, just over 61% in market value increase. Average purchase price for these shares was $324.51 a piece. Right at the end of March, they were valued at $523.44, and this is a bigger company in my portfolio, coming in at 3.92% of total portfolio value, so a bigger piece of the pie for this guy too. Moving into dividend number 21, coming in on the 20th of March, is ticker symbol D. We earned $2.67 from the 4 shares that I own, and we are down about almost 7% in this position. Dividend number 22 coming on the 25th of March, ticker symbol EFC, one of my monthly dividend earners. We earned $7.15 from the 55 shares that I own, and we are down about 27% in this position, just over $267 loss in market value. Dividend number 23 coming in on the 25th of March, ticker symbol SU. We earned $5.07 from the 15 shares that I own, and we are up almost 150% in this position for a market value increase of $348.30 total. Average purchase price for these shares was $15.50. At the end of March, they were valued at $38.72 a pop. I should note that this is a Canadian company, so we are seeing a tax come out of that dividend, but we are seeing huge gains in this position, as it is energy, which is a utility, which tends to go up when the market is volatile and is a very good investment for you to hold if you're worried about the market. Dividend number 24 coming in on the 27th of March, ticker symbol HD, which is Home Depot. We earned $2.30 from the 1 share that I own, and we were up $80.70 in this position. And Home Depot went ahead and increased their dividend from $2.25 a share to $2.30 a share. So a 5-cent increase there is always good to see. Dividend number 25 coming in on the 28th of March, ticker symbol BAC, Bank of America. We earned $8.06 from the 31 shares that I owned, and we are up over $291 in this position, just over 29% in market value. And this is a bigger fish in my portfolio, coming at 3.23% of total market value. Moving into dividend number 26, coming on the 28th of March again, ticker symbol KHC. We're getting $3.20 from the 8 shares that I own. We were down about 10% in this position for a loss of about $27, so not too bad there. Dividend number 27 coming in on the 28th of March, ticker symbol LMT. We're in $3.30 from the one share that I own. We are up exactly $55 in this position, and LMT comes in at 1.11% of my entire portfolio breakdown, so slightly above average, but just getting there kicking real good. All right, last dividend on the 28th of March, dividend number 28, is ticker symbol TROW. We're in $3.81 for the 3 shares that we own, and we are down about 33% in this position for a loss of about $135. That being said, they did increase their dividend from $1.24 a share to $1.27 a share, so a 3-cent increase is a big deal here. Dividend number 29 coming in on the 31st of March, ticker symbol AVGO. We're $10.62 from the 18 shares that I have, and this company is valued for an increase of 309% in market value. Total gain is $2,282.58. Huge market value increase. When I purchased these shares, the average price was $40.98 a share. They are valued at the end of March at $167.79 a piece. So a huge whopping increase there. AVGO is one of the biggest companies in my portfolio, coming in at 7.54%. It is competing with Apple to be my top, essentially my top breadwinner for my portfolio, but it is doing phenomenally well. But moving right along, dividend number 30 coming in the 31st of March, ticker symbol CCI. We're in $7.83 from the 5 shares that I own, and we are down about just shy of 20% loss in market value. Dividend number 31 coming in the 31st of March is LTC, one of my monthly dividend earners. We're in $1.90 from the 10 shares that I own, and we are staying even keel with this, loss of about $20, $21-ish there, so holding steady with that. And then the last dividend, dividend number 32, coming in again on the 31st of March, ticker symbol TRV, which is the Travelers Companies. We're in $2.10 from the 2 shares that I own, and we're up over 88% in this position for a market value increase of $248.20. But all in all, that wraps up all of the 32 individual dividends that I earned for the month of March that make up this $118, which is phenomenal. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how all of these dividends impacted the statistics of my portfolio and the goals that I've set for myself as far as long-term portfolio growth. So March, we ended with a dividend yield of 3.3%. This is a monthly dividend yield. Per year, that would be about $1,322.58. Per month, that would be about $110.21 on average. Per week, $25.43. Per day, $3.62 on daily average there. Per hour, that's 15 1/10 cents. And then per minute, we're at 0.3 of a penny. And then if we were to compare this dividend yield to an average 40-hour work week, we would be making 63 6/10 cents per hour. So, a little lower than what it could be, but we are moving right along there. Happy to see this dividend yield start to come up a little bit. This is the highest that we have seen it in months, essentially since last summer. So we're doing really good bringing that back up. Let's go ahead and see how these numbers impact my goals and if we can update anything there. So we know portfolio 40,000. We've dropped down below this number here, so we're pushing to reach the end of the year goal, $44,750 in market value. However, we did cross off $3.62 a day in average dividend income. We hit that just this month, and we hit the $110 here in $110.21. For the year, we want to reach $113 in monthly average dividend income. And we are moving right along to hit the dividend yield of $1,400 this year. The biggest one that we don't have control over is going to be the market value of the portfolio. That is probably going to be incredibly up and down this year, and probably a lot more down before it gets a lot more up. But we are moving in the right direction. We are slowly knocking off these goals. We can see we've just increased the portfolio value a lot, and we're slowly chasing down these dividends. Very happy with how it's performing. Hopefully you guys have not seen such a dramatic loss in your portfolio, and if you have, I hope that you are holding steady to your long-term investment goals and strategy, and just stay in the course and riding the waves, because that's all they are, and it'll eventually soften out and we will all be okay. But I'm going to leave this here, folks. Hopefully you guys are also happy with the dividend yield that you got for your own portfolio or your own investment returns. And I will see you next time. Bye, folks.